And the horns be thrown. For Thomas Peterson, we're back with a band called Lifesick. Danish band, Danish metal band, Lifesick. And this picture I see of them, they're in an alleyway and they're going, I don't think you want to go up this way, Buster. I think you ought to go right back the way down these stairs which you came. We're doing a song today called Suicide Spell from Lifesick. Thomas, we're going to learn about him right here. And that's what we do. We learn about the band and then we listen to that song. So let's get into it and let's do it now. By the way, if you look into my eyes and you say, what a sweet boy, look into my eyes and say, this boy needs a surprise. You can head on down here with a hand open like this to my Venmo and just say, hi, Shane. Get yourself buy yourself a Maserati today. Buy yourself buy yourself something sweet. Get into the band. Here we go. Lifesick. They got 3,863 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 jams. The number one we are doing here today, Suicide Spell. 606,000 plays. In the second slot, you got Legacy of Misery, 34,000 plays. Hollow Treats, 27,000 plays. Buying Time, looks like it comes from the Suicide Spell record. 244,000 plays on that. And Death Wish. Remember those movies, Death Wish, those 70s movies? That was a movie that I clearly remember, the Death Wish with, Charles Bronson. Clearly watching that movie, the first one there, and then going, I'm too young for that. I just witnessed something that I'm too damn young for. Look into the albums for this fine band, Lifesick. You got 601. It comes out in 2005. Swept in Black, 2018. That is indeed where this song comes from. Misanthropy, 2022, and indeed all of the rest of those songs that you found on that number 5 list. Loved by none, hated by all. 2024. Very good, very good. Look into related artists. Now you're going, Shane, I don't know a thing about this band, so what are some artists that I might know? Maybe you know some of these. Rot Away, Chaver, Fuming Mouth. Now remember, they're Danish, so these bands might be from there. Grey State, Glass Bone. Is that like that, Mr. Glass? Worst Doubt, Terminal Nation, Soul Prison, Adversary, Dethroned Enabler, Temple Guard. So that is the related artist for this band. Look into that bio. Remember that picture. And it's saying, I said, fellas, I gotta get up that way because that's the way to the Piggly Wiggly, where I'm gonna go get me a slushy slurp, and I'm gonna get me some snack chips. And they says, oh, all right, we didn't know that's all you was doing. We thought you was coming over here to cause business with us. I said, no, I'm going to the Piggly Wiggly. Danish death metal metallic hardcore titans Lifesick are set to release their full-length album Loved by None and Hated by All on November 1st via Metal Blade Records, formed in Fredericia, Denmark in 2014. Lifesick draws from Swedish death metal and infuses their sound with crushing tones and modern breakdowns. Their latest release continues to delve into the harsh realities of life, delivering raw and brutal honesty. The only way that Lifesick can do. Swept in Black record, we go there. We don't need to go there, but we're going there. And we're going to find the song. Looks like it's about 6 tracks in. Suicide Spell. We do it. Thomas, dare I say. If you're from, well, Danish. We go. Oh, they're fading out. This already has me going. I'm intrigued. I'm loving that, the way that sounds. of those guitars reminds me of Entombed. Maybe LG Patrol come in. Oh! Spin kind of hardcore style. Jumping straight into the unknown. I'm not afraid to break my bones, 'cause I know my demons gonna carry me home. Kind of like that. Remind me of Life of Agony a little bit like that. I'll take a blood with the suicide spell. Give my head to demon in. I love the tone of that guitar. I'm a fragment piece, there's nothing you can do. Smile with my own heart as I'm turning blue like the flowers upon my grave. People who only knew me by name will see the crows in the front row while my demons carry me home to the land of the lucky few. Don't know why it seems to scare you. I don't see what we got to use. We're already trapped in the news. Thought they did a high note thing now. Level force and no remorse. Blood is flowing from my open pores. No hesitation to kill myself. Definitely got a lot of hardcore vibe in them. By the suicide spell. All day and all night. This is like a chocolatey treat with caramel and nuts on it. Suicide spell got me knocking on hell's door. I got a feeling I can see why this thing pops. I don't know what I came for. Don't know if I can take it anymore. You can lose a tooth in these guys' mosh pits. You can lose a tooth. I gotta bust it out real quick. We're almost to the end here. I thought they were gonna rip our tits off one more time. That's a ringing in my ears, guys. Oh my God, Cage of Fear comes on, and then they hit you with the squealy-doo, or whatever that is, the feedback there again. That was a tasty fucking song as far as I'm concerned. Do you mind me saying that here in my video? Do you mind me saying? I thought that was pretty tasty. Go listen to Left Hand Path from Entombed. Listen to that record and just go, oh yeah, there's that guitar tone. This is great. What say you? The most important part of my videos is where you get in the comments below and tell me exactly what you thought of Lifesick. You say, hold your shit, Shane. I've got valid points that I'd like to make too. That is where you do it in my comments below. You tell me the ins and outs, your life story. I don't want, hey, cool, thumbs ups. I want to know how that song affected you. This band affected you the first time you heard it. So get down there and do that. Good, great, fantastic. Yes, Shane, I'm a huge fan of Lifesick. Tell me the story behind the name. Fine Danish band. Do you know them? Can you say for me, or however you say hello? I am Danish. Maybe that's something I should spend a little time doing, is learning a second language. All-time favorite albums, all-time favorite songs from these guys. Are there videos to check out? I'd love to see live performances or official videos, or even more first listens here on the channel from Lifesick. And tell me what it was like if you've ever seen them live and you say hello and you know them and all that stuff, okay? Where you say not good, not great. It was just too damn heavy. I thought that was the worst guitar tone I'd ever heard in my life, Shane. I don't like that for one lickin' bit. So don't want it, don't need it, never going to listen to it again. All of that can be put in the comments below, don't you know? If you got a request, want to see it on the channel, hit those links or put it in the comments. And if you'd like to give Daddy a little tum-tum yum yum, some money for maybe a nice steak dinner, right now. And I don't know how big that little thing has to be in order for you to do it. So it's just at Shane Diablo, one word, no, on Venmo. And you can just go, get yourself a bloomin' onion tonight. Get yourself a bloomin' onion over there at, where's that, Applebee's? I always get them mixed up. It's either Outback or Applebee's. Anyways, there's your thumbs. We're getting out of here. Thomas, you've done a fine job here. Don't you go running away, okay? You tell all your friends, come over and subscribe, and then you just hang out, and we keep doing this forever, eternity. There we go. Lifesick.